Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Pre-drinks is fun. Pre-drinks is fun. You can find those episodes on our Patreon.
Where I tell these bitches to fuck off and I leave.
Just seriously, the cameras went to like me and Sonia closer up because your camera left. And we was like, bye. And then we're just like big and we're like, what? Where'd she go?
Yeah, we were just ending it. And she's like, okay.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
So before my husband left for his tour, he found a bottle of wine in the car from the in-laws. No idea when we got it. But now I'm drinking it. It's a Vouvray.
Whatever the pronunciation. It's something.
2021. It's I don't know. It's a white wine. So
2021.
I know I have rosé that's 2021.
12.5%.
That's good. That's good.
Sonia, what are you drinking?
Okay, so I am drinking 32 ounces of cream soda with 6 ounces of vanilla rum. And then Kyle...
You actually measured?
Only because. So I made it. And then Kyle's like, oh, that's so strong. I'm like, you can barely like taste the alcohol. He's like, no, that's so strong. And then apparently it's like 4 shots worth, which is like nothing. I'm like, that dude. That's like,
not,
nothing.
yeah, that's not 50-50. So I mean, like, that's not strong.
And I was like, it's just funny that like, he's like, that's so strong. Like, you can't really taste.
He's not
like,
professional.
You can feel the burning. I think that's just because I'm so old. The heartburn's like,
yeah.
But if I wasn't so old, I think it would just be fine. It just
yeah.
Shit I used to drink when I was younger just to get drunk. Like, it's like if you didn't have mixer, what did you do? You made it or you just drank it straight.
You drink it fucking straight.
Like,
but that's why like people have a bad history with like Fireball. Like that's what we used to drink straight.
I've
it was
never
Goldschlager for me.
Jamaican rum. You guys, we said the story before. But and then now sometimes like dark rum, the smell of it is like, oh.
One thing I can never drink other than Fireball is Southern Comfort. Can't fucking drink that anymore. I don't know why. Me and David went to a thing at 17.
Oh, Zambuca.
Oh, I have a Zambuca story.
Okay.
So at my one apartment, before I moved in this townhouse, I had a couple of friends over. One of my guy friends, me and David were over, and Nicholas was sleeping, and so David looked up shots, and this one was called Hot Lick. Anyway, you take a shot of Zambuca, you light it like on fire, and then you're supposed to blow it out and take it, right? So my friend was a dumbass, and he's like, do I take it while it's still lit? And Dave is like, yeah.
Oh,
so he goes to try to take it. Of course, that's not happening. It got hot. He drops it. I have a wood table. It goes splattered on the wood, up the wall, on my floor. Like, I almost set my apartment on fire. Well, he almost set my apartment on fire. Both of them did.
Well, it's Dave's fault. We'll blame Dave.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, no, let's blame the friend who was gullible and was like, yeah, okay, I'll drink it while it's still
would blame
lit.
the person that lied and like knew what would happen.
Yeah, who like would know.
Or did he know? Maybe Dave was just waiting for him to do it and then be like, oh, cool, you can do it that way. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're both idiots, okay?
Intent doesn't matter as much as impact.
Exactly.
They're boys. They're dumb. Anyway.
The only like bad experience I have, it's not really that bad. Like, I don't like the taste of it, but like I tried to hook up with this dude one time and he just fucking threw up everywhere. Because he had too much Zambuca. Like, it was just gross. It was a bad experience. Just not because of the alcohol on my part. It's just that.
Yeah. I'm drinking water.
Always. We didn't even get to your drinks. We're like, okay, let's just get started with the episode.
Oh, I just kind of forgot because she was telling us a story about a drink, so I thought we had already heard what she drank.
Yeah, like you already told us. It's fucking buble. We know it's twisted tea or it's buble.
Okay, well, it's water, whatever.
The static poltergeist water.
It's delicious.
What's something popular that you have no intention of trying?
Of trying?
Yeah, something everyone's doing. Wait, I have you guys know, not this has nothing to do with the topic. So you guys remember the show Nana Land?
Yes.
No.
Apparently it's making like this big comeback.
Yeah, it's going viral on Twitter or on TikTok.
They're on the news this morning. I'm like, oh my God, like my kid loved that show. It's two old dudes. I didn't know that. That like are the creators and do the voices and stuff. And like they hadn't seen each other in like 15 years, but they knew each other since grade 6. I was like, how the fuck do you stop talking to people you've known that long? You like work together and then you're just like, fuck up. I don't know.
So maybe something happened. Maybe there's like drama.
They didn't say anything.
Well, they probably can. Maybe they signed an NDA.
Oh, like Ned, one of them like fucked somebody else's wife or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, no, it keeps like all I can hear in like on TikTok is like, who's that wonderful girl?
Yeah,
would she be any cuter? I'm like,
yeah.
Oh,
The Nano did. Yeah, I was like, oh, I remember that show. Not because I watched it, but because
I watched it.
I was like, you're a baby in comparison. I had a baby, so you were a baby.
Yeah. Okay. Popular things we're not trying.
Popular things we're not trying.
I don't know what's popular. Skydiving? That's fucking popular.
I would never do that.
People be fucking doing that bullshit. No.
No.
Well, it's like you're paying money to potentially die. Like what? Like it's a rich person thing. Like I don't see very many poor people going wanting to go skydiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's expensive too. Like it's not like a cheap thing to do.
Well, no, because you're renting out a plane, right? Like the
pilot, you have to do the training, the hours of training, and then you're always with a person until you've done
way
like,
too
a bunch
close
of jumps.
To me to be what? Like I don't want your like dick in my ass things. Like, that's not something I find like.
And they're getting boners like. Because
they have to.
Like,
they are. Like, yeah. Yeah. You don't do something like that unless you're getting a boner and jumping out of a plane.
It's so true. Oh my God. Yeah.
Like, why would you do it if you're not getting a boner? Like, it just seems like a waste of life. If you're not getting horny for jumping out of a plane, why are you jumping out of a plane?
Yeah, what is your goal here? Like, what else is there to life?
Nothing else does it. Just fucking free falling.
That's how I imagine adrenaline junkies are, though, right? Like, they do something that gives them a big, like, whoa. And then they just feel like they can fuck anything. And then the next time they do that same thing, it doesn't give them the same rush. So they have to seek higher adrenaline stakes to get that same, like, feeling after. And then they end up with skydiving. It's like,
that's like
the ultimate. Oh.
Wouldn't it have to be like cliff jumping? I feel like that's way more dangerous than skydiving.
I think it's perceived danger.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also like intense spelunking, when they get in the like cave diving, not even jumping, which is also really dangerous when they like go into the crevices
where their bones are starting to like crack because they're going so low.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Like, there's lots of ways to almost die, and people keep paying money to do it.
They just I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna do it the poor way and just not be able to afford food.
I'm just gonna watch them post that's their like TikToks and stuff because they're all
live
posting.
Vicariously, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, wow, I can't believe these people are fucking crazy, but at least they filmed it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So we can see it. Like we need to see it. I don't know, like that. People watch it too, right? Like I just have enough stress on my day-to-day life. I don't need to like think I'm going to die. Like, that's not a fun experience.
Yeah, I don't even do roller coasters because I can't handle that feeling of feeling like I'm gonna
Falling
die.
out. Yeah. I'm like, I shouldn't be able to like move so much in this stupid thing. Okay, like, why am I wiggling? That's not supposed to happen. Other people aren't wiggling. Is my seat broken? Like, that's
And probably that's the real answer. Probably. TikTok's ruined me for that too, because now I keep getting like all over the US and everything. There's been like tons of ride malfunctions.
Because they're like 20 years old now and they haven't had any proper maintenance.
Or they're from fairs where they get taken down, put up, like every couple days, you know?
Yeah.
So so now I will not do those things.
Yeah, I don't take my kids because it causes me anxiety. They don't want to do that stuff anyway because there's too many people. But no, I'm like, you can't do that Ferris wheel because my heart hurts. But I've done a few of them with the kids. Like Disney, I'll go on rides with the kids because they're like, need to make memories. Although, yeah, we talked about this last episode. I don't even fucking remember Disney. Okay,
you spent how much money and they don't even remember it.
They like, yeah, it's always the like not bad stuff, but like stuff that they had kind of like a negative experience to, which makes sense. You remember trauma more than happy times. It's just your brain's stupid. And like one year so in Hamilton it never snows. Like, you guys know there's like barely ever any snow. And one year I gathered all the snow in the neighborhood to make an igloo for the kids. Don't remember that shit. And it was crazy. Like people started to like, so I was like I just decided I didn't do anyone's driveway. People started to race out to shovel their sidewalk before I could. Like people are fucking weird. Like I just thought, no, and they're just throwing it on the grass. Like they're not doing anything with it. And so I was like, okay, fine. Like I won't take your sidewalk snow, you freak.
I was doing you a solid, but okay.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like I was like knocking on doors asking for money.
Looking for money.
No, I was just shoveling the neighborhood.
You're not working for the city, so like maybe, like they thought like they were gonna get fined. I don't know.
They were just a few doors down, so they could see I was gathering snow, like and putting it in my driveway, so for the kids. But like
people just have so little control over their day-to-day lives at the moment they get a little bit, they have to hold on to it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's my snow. It fell on my property.
But the sidewalk's not their property. Yeah, I didn't go on anyone's property. I just was doing sidewalks and like,
don't take my snow.
It was so weird. I don't understand. But like people are like that. That's not the only weird situation I've ever had. I've had way worse weirders. So many weirders.
What is popular? Like I don't even know what's popular right now.
Being a landlord. That's something
yeah, no, I wouldn't even want that.
That's something I want. And owning any kind of like grocery store.
Billionaires are popular.
Yeah,
I don't want to be one of those either.
Taylor Swift. Isn't she a billionaire now?
I think so. I think she just hit billionaire status.
Yeah, she's like super popular. So,
but she does a lot with her money.
Yeah, buy a lot of private jets and contribute to some of the most damaging.
Yeah,
she actually pays her staff well, though. So I mean, there's that. Gonna work for her. At least you're getting paid.
But paid well in comparison to what? Like if you look at paid well in
artists?
comparison to her own wealth, yeah, like you can't say something's good when the bar is in hell. That's like
if they work for Drake.
Oh, the man.
They're underage. They'll get sexually harassed.
It's like, oh, the man has a job. Wow, he's such a good. It's like, no, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't need to praise them for doing what they're supposed to do. They don't like get kudos for that compared to all the death and destruction that happens to earn $1 billion.
That's a lot of people with extra dollars to just like get tickets to her shows. Or
Yeah,
TV sales too, but how much?
well, and she had the movie. Like, if you couldn't afford to pay like $1,000 a ticket to go to her live concert, you could pay $20 a ticket and go see it at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, she kept finding ways to monopolize it. And I'm not saying her as like the individual person. Obviously,
No,
it's
like
all
her
a giant corporation now. But,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, so it's like just crazy to me. I mean, I hate ticket sales, concerts. That's something popular that I wish I could try again.
It's what you wouldn't do.
Yeah, what you wouldn't do.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna pay $1,000 to go to a concert. That's not something I'm gonna do.
Yeah, neither am I.
No, never.
Oh my God.
Never.
No.
I would just listen to the CD in a parking lot. All right, I did ask my husband to deal with this fucking dog. But so, like, she's deaf and blind. I can't even bark. And sometimes she just needs Kyle, and she's like, she wants to lay in the bed, and Kyle's not with her. So she's like,
Oh,
I need my dad.
Aw.
Yeah, old bitch.
I mean, I have tried this, but I wouldn't try again sushi.
Oh, sushi's so good. You gotta
I'll never
it
try
again.
sushi. Never.
I like
Never,
it with
never.
chicken, but that doesn't make it sushi. It's like a crispy
No, it has
chicken
to be
roll.
the fish. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
such
the
a
fish.
white people sushi. It's
Yeah, I'm
chicken.
fine with that.
We got white people.
I won't even attempt to have white people sushi. See, like I'm just
What part of it do you not like? The
the seaweed. Or anything that you have to dip it, like like they have the dips and stuff, which I wouldn't even want to use either.
Soy sauce. You
Yeah.
spicy mayo.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
any of that, none of it. Don't want it.
August 8 has like these cheese wonton things.
Oh yeah.
And like you can only order like 3 at a time. It's fucking disgusting because I want 20. Like just bring a whole platter.
Oh man, I miss those.
I know.
I haven't had them in forever.
I wanted to go when I was like with you guys, but then I never like made the time to go get the sushi, the all you can eat, so I could get like 30. Echo. Echo.
It's playtime.
I need you to take that out of your mouth, young lady. Like, yeah, like edit it out. Oh my gosh, it's like having kids, but it's a senior. It's a senior child.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
But like old animals are like that. So they're like puppies and then they grow up doing less rambunctious things. And then they become old as fuck. And then they just stop caring about doing the right stuff. They're just like, I'm going to do what I want. Fuck you.
I feel like that's like humans too, though, sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like as we get older, we're just like, whatever. Like, I
Whatever.
don't care anymore. Like, what are you gonna do? Really?
Right.
Yeah.
I've already lived through life. Like there's nothing you can do to me now that I haven't already done. Can you get that out of her mouth, please? She took it back, apparently. Just throw it. Give her the tennis ball instead.
She's like, no, it's my last days on earth. Fuck you.
She just like when she's happy, she has to like squeeze her ball. Like she's just ridiculous. There,
I was just gonna say this is like the dog's version of like "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me."
Yeah.
It's like squeaky kind of noise.
Yeah. No, she's refusing the tennis ball. That's fantastic.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just edit it out. If you hear a squeak in this episode, take a drink.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to edit all of those out. Like, but I do feel like even as I have like at the ripe old age of 32, I am out of touch with what's considered hip to the young folk.
Go
Like,
on.
Yeah.
I'm still listening to shit from 20 years ago. Like it's not changing. So
Stop squeaking it.
That was the biggest fuck you I've ever heard.
Yeah, and her adult is right there, by the way. You know, helping it happen.
She knows. She knows.
But I'm also, I don't think I've ever been in touch with anything ever. Like, except for like D&Ds and stuff like that's becoming more like, I don't think it's becoming more popular. I just think more, I'm having access to more people with those interests. Like before it was just like, no, you didn't have access. Social
and it's more socially
like,
acceptable. Like, you know, back in the past, D&D was like the whole satanic panic and stuff. But now we have like shows and stuff showing the characters playing, million D&D podcasts and other things like that too. So people are okay talking about like playing D&D.
But like board games and stuff like that, it's easier to find people to play with now. It's just before it was like, no, I'd rather play sports like an idiot. Was that your house?
Yeah, that's the lyric. She's rearranging furniture.
Good for her.
Gil does that too.
Yeah. It's a workout. Just gotta keep fit.
The one thing I do love though is that a lot of things that were popular when I was younger are starting to come back. So like the Hunger Games resurgence and all the, like even Twilight being as memeable as it was, like things when I was like 14 years old that were cool, and it's like now I'm 32 and they're cool again. So I love that. I love really when Zoomers
cool back then.
Yeah, it was like the top selling book. Like, yeah,
I guess I got so much slack and stuff. As an adult, when that came out, like it was so much like this is crap stuff. So then
the second one
that was like the adults though, not like the teenagers. Well, Twilight, yeah, it was also like a lot of people
directors. That's what happened with Twilight.
With the movies, I was talking like with
but the books too were like people didn't like it was.
Yeah,
I
adults.
It was usually reading, adults hate on so much fucking stuff.
Right? Oh yeah, that's still like that to this day. They hate on so much stuff, but they're most like nostalgic people too. Like it's ridiculous.
Well, it's like, and some people just hated on it because like that's what they thought they were supposed to. It's like, especially adults, like they saw other adults hating on it, and they didn't want to be the adult that liked the kid thing.
Yeah, sheep.
Yeah,
yeah. So that was, I mean, I grew up like I was like 14, 15 when these things were like coming out and becoming big. I mean, Harry Potter came out when I was 11, the first movie. So it was like, for me, I was like in that like perfect age that like I got the adult hate, but it was also the adults were the ones buying the books for me.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't understand this young person thing, but they say this is what 14-year-old girls like, and then they buy it for me, you know? So.
Yeah. I think I liked it younger because they came out like when I was like 10, the books, and I liked it then. Although it was a more younger book because then I was like reading like Mists of Avalon and the Forgotten Realms series and stuff like that. Which more
book?
Geared towards
Twilight adults. Or Hunger
no?
Games?
I'm sorry, Harry Potter came out.
Oh, Harry Potter. Yeah.
But like I still like really liked it. Like I felt like I liked it maybe more than like the adult fantasy books I was reading. Like, so it was like a good genre for me to read because it was more relatable to my age group.
That makes sense.
That would definitely be one of my like what's popular that you have no interest reading Harry Potter. I've never read it and I have no intention now to.
That's fine.
Because fuck J.K. Rowling.
Well, like back then, she didn't have social media to like
spew her hate.
Yeah, so
yeah. But like I'm not really into fantasy anyway. Like so it was never interested to me, and then as it got like more popular, I just still never picked it up, and then she became a raging transphobic piece of shit, and I just now definitely have no interest. So
yeah, it was just like it wasn't like it was a YA like fantasy book that wasn't like 10 chapters. It was actually like a big read.
Oh yeah, they're big.
Yeah, like that was like I really
There's like 10 of them or something. There's a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
What, the Harry Potters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the first 3 aren't very thick.
No, but
the
as
first
a
3 are like, and then
young
by
adult
fourth,
yeah, there was a lot more content than usually I could get my hands on. That's why I was like always reading like adult fantasy books, because it was far and few to come by. It was like Goosebumps. Like, you know, that's it. I love Goosebumps, but like when you can read a whole book in like a day, like it's like, oh, okay, now what?
I can do that in like an hour now.
It's like Goosebumps you can read in 30 minutes. Like as an adult, it's kind of sad.
But like you just got it out of the library. Like what are you gonna do? Like walk the 6 blocks to Kenilworth to get another fucking library book? Like it's just time consuming. Like that's why I like the bigger books. The more meatier, the better. Like Lord of the Rings. Love that.
I hated reading Lord of the Rings. I mean, I read it, I did the test on it, but just because the main story, that's one reason I love the movies, because I was like, it tells a lot of the main parts.
Yeah. To
get the story, cuts out whole characters.
There's so much detail. That's the problem. There's too much detail, but I love that kind of stuff. Like all the detail.
I can't paint a picture. If there's too much detail, I'll forget bits. I'll be like, this is not how they're writing it. And I can't. It stresses me out too much. I need just a vague picture that my brain
so then you can
draw.
picture it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I found with the True Blood books. I forget her name, Kathleen Harris. She always got shit mixed up. So I binge read a whole bunch of them. Like Dawn got them, like started collecting them. So I like binge read so many of them. And I was like, okay, no, this character is different. The scenery is different. Like this is different. And I'm sure the story, I guess, was okay. But like, I just don't like when you do that much detail. So I took it as like one world and it fucked up. Okay, Kyle had to leave. So now she's
mad.
Okay.
She's just having a hard time. Oh, okay. Kyle's going to let them play out in the other area. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah. So they just wanted Kyle, I guess. Well, he's been busy. Like usually he gets to like visit with these dogs more, but his parents are visiting. So clearly he's visiting with his parents.
And how dare he?
I know.
His parents. What?
Choose his parents over the dog. So Echo's just like, where's my dad? Where's my dad? Dad.
Dad.
Yeah,
Daddy.
Father.
Yeah, father. Today, I know you guys already know, speaking of dogs. So today there was like a large animal in my backyard. Moose, bear, wolf. I think it was a wolf, but other people think other things. Whatever. You can have your own opinion. And so my one dog who fights everybody, like the reason all of our dogs are segregated is because this one dog will try and fuck up everyone. So she's outside and she sees this thing. All of a sudden, she's like yelping and crying and barking. And I'm like going out there to be like, okay, like what the hell's going on? She runs inside. She's crying. She's shaking. She's like stress panting. And they're needy. But like, she's never been like that. I was like, oh my God, are you hurt? But no, it was just like, but then, Kyle went out. And then she's like, okay, I got to go with dad. So then she went out. She's like barking and trying to circle, like trying to show where this evil thing is. She's like, go get it, dad. Go get it.
Go get the little bear moose. Go get it.
Yeah, that's like, it's pretty much like, I'm going to tell my dad to come get you. Like, my dad's going to beat up your dad. Like, that's what. But
when those dog instincts kick in, go get your father.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? Like, because the point of the story is the dogs need Kyle because their dad. And so when it's a scary situation, they're just like, Dad, go get it. And like, she's a Great Pyrenees. Like the type of breed it is, they will like chase down a bear and fight it to like protect its home. But she's like, no, I'm going to go get my dad.
Nature
She's too much of a princess now.
Yeah. What other things are popular?
The problem is I don't know what's popular.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Like, I don't even know what's popular. So obviously I'm not interested in it.
Well, yeah, and if it was popular, like I might have tried it. Like it was a new popular artist or something. I might listen to it just to see what's out there nowadays, you know. So it's a hard question.
Yeah, I'm just
I
not,
don't
I'm not
have interested much anyway. So like
your books.
chances are.
Yeah, yours is just all books. Yeah. Yeah, but like there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't do anyway, popular or not. Like it's just, but like I like doing stuff. It's just not popular, I guess, because I don't know about it.
I remember when like I first started hearing about TikTok and stuff like that, and it was like for me, it's like, oh, it's just another like, you know, one of those apps where
Like
children are
Vine,
lip
right?
syncing, like
Yeah.
on it. I was like, why? Like, I don't understand the hype. I don't blah blah blah. And then like during COVID, what else was there to do? So
Besides
TikTok.
watching
TikTok. So I eventually downloaded it, and I was like, oh my god, I get it now. And my husband, actually, to the point we'd like argue a bit. He was like, "You're always on TikTok. Like, I don't understand," because he wasn't on TikTok yet. But then eventually he got TikTok, and he learned today. He learned what it's all about, and so like
what it's all about.
like, and that's how I know I can change my mind when given new facts. Sometimes you have to try the popular thing. Like, you don't just be one of those haters that just hates the popular thing because it's popular. It's popular for a reason.
Remember when that was like cool? Like the fucking hipsters were like, oh, I liked it before it was so
it was popular.
And then like once it's mainstream, you can't like it anymore. Remember when people had to have like whole personalities like that? Do they still have to be like that? Can you? Or is there
there's some people like that. There's
I feel like there is some people like that, but also nowadays it's okay to like niches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I feel like it's more okay now to like the weird thing, but there are still some people that are like, oh my god, I hate country music, and it's like, that's fine. I don't know why you're making that your personality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's the whole entire personality stuff that you don't like.
Yeah.
That's something I wouldn't do. Make that my whole personality. Like stuff like, oh my god. Although that's pretty much our podcast. Like we fucking hate the government. We hate like people getting shit on as our personality. We hate
well, we don't make it our personality. We make it our podcast personality.
Yeah.
Individually, we have other things going for us.
Yes. As a whole, it's hating. We just fucking hate it.
We talk about good things too. Yeah. And like the dream
like the
worlds,
orcas.
The orcas, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I love they're still doing their thing, guys. I keep checking in on them. Mm-hmm. They're still doing it. Yeah.
Oh, they should start like a GoFundMe. We can start contributing
to their
fucking
fish. Like, yeah. Here you go, guys. Good job.
Every yacht you ruin, you get this much fish.
We set up like a little meeting room. It just kind of floats in the ocean. For them. Yeah, there you go. So you can organize.
I don't know what noise they make. I was going to go, that's a dolphin.
That's a dolphin, yeah.
No, they do a clicking noise. Like Free Willy, doesn't he go?
Oh my god, I have to watch Free Willy again. It's been so long. I think it's been like, I think I tried to get my oldest to watch it when she was like 9, which was a long time ago. But then she didn't watch it, and then I just never watched it on my own since I was 9.
My dad used to give me Wet Willies all the time, and then I made a negative association with Free Willies, and now I just think of it and my ear gets wet. It's gross.
Ew.
My dad was my first bully.
Oh. I watched the video. That one?
Oh, yeah.
The music video, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Hold me. Yeah.
Just belt that out. Hold me.
I'll be your friend.
not even 50-50.
It's not. Kyle said it's too strong though.
There's like popular movies or TV shows or anything that comes out. It takes me like 5 years to catch up. So if something popular comes out now, I will not have tried it until like 5 years later.
I don't know. Because you're a little behind or because you don't want to?
It just takes me a long time to like get through my regular year watch shows.
Yeah,
by the time
there's so much.
Like I have to rewatch Gilmore Girls every year.
Every September. Then there's like the Supernatural.
Like there's just so much.
And then there's all the like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And then that's not until like May, but still, there's just so much. All the Twilights, all my Christmas movies I watch every year. Christmas. Oh my God. I missed out on Die Hard. So I have it where every second Tuesday of December is Die Hard Day. That's when we celebrate Die Hard. And I didn't do it this year because my basement flooded. What is that?
Oh, it's the monitor. Sorry, I was just listening.
I was like, what is that? What is that? Sorry. I just feel like I missed out a lot. And like this year, like 2023, I always celebrate the like weird holidays like Wolf Newt, Mario Day, Pokemon Day, Star Trek Day, Star Wars days with the kids. Always celebrate them. This year, I didn't because my kids don't really care. Well, I thought they didn't. And every single time, kids are like, why didn't we do it? You never showed that you wanted to. So next year, I'll do it again. I just like,
yeah. I saw something that said like, if you feel magic, then it's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Yeah, they just don't realize the kind of work you put into stuff.
Yeah.
But then when it's gone, they're like, what the fuck? Where is it? I'm tired this year, man. I'm taking the year off. But apparently they missed it. So next year I'll go back to like celebrating everything.
I mean, like I feel like I've done so little this year when it comes to things, and Lyric makes it hard. Like we can't decorate a tree. She takes it apart. We can't put certain decorations up because she'll take them apart.
Yeah.
So, we can't put presents out early because she'll take them apart. So, so it's like, we just don't do a lot of the traditions anymore because it just is too difficult. So then it's like, like it's not worth it.
Yeah,
No, we'll do it in 10 years when we can all enjoy it. I'm done doing nice things for everyone if I can enjoy it too. I guess.
Yeah, I'm done. Although, like, we've had like a rough couple of years in our house. It started because all of a sudden depression and anxiety hit everyone at different times. So Kara started because she's the oldest. And then surprisingly, it was Constantine next, who is the youngest. And they got general anxiety disorder, but like super intense, where they were up my ass for like 6 months. And like even Dawn Marie was at my house and she was like, if this was my kid, I would like shoot myself. Jokes on her.
Okay, I'm not really good with kids, believe it or not.
She got autistic kids, so karma. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Autism isn't karma, people. That was a joke.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Wait.
So like just having there you go, 18 plus. Disclaimer. Yeah, it was just one thing after. So having all these other things on top of that, like making the kids' lives fun, I was just like, fuck, I need to just like take time off. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore. But then this year the kids were disappointed. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take this year off, and then next year I'll just do what I can, even if it's just like a cake or something, like a cookie of the holiday. Then that's it. I don't have to do anything else. I do
birthdays, like Easter, but I don't even do like fancy dinners anymore. It's literally like the bare minimum.
Yeah, you're like, no,
I can't.
This Christmas will be the first Christmas that I'm staying home on Christmas Day. So usually how we do is we go to Annie's on Christmas Eve and we have the big family dinner and then come home, sleep, morning, open presents here, and then we go back to Annie's for like a late breakfast and open more presents there. But this year we have the in-laws coming, like other in-laws, and so I will be home Christmas Day. I will not be returning after Christmas Eve. So I don't know. I've never had to deal with like morning breakfast of Christmas or have my kids like, so I don't know.
You know what you're gonna do? Yeah. We have the in-laws here today, doing our Christmas. So we did Christmas with the in-laws today. Disclaimer, everybody, it's only the 15th of December. And then our Christmas is really the 21st. And the reason we started this tradition, the winter solstice, so it changes. The winter solstice is because Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, it was like always going to other people's houses. Doing their thing. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do our own Christmas. We're going to celebrate the winter solstice. We're going to stay up all night. We call it a wakeover instead of a sleepover because you stay up. And we're going to eat junk food, blah, blah, blah. So we're still doing it this year, but we're not doing anything else of that sort. We moved away. And that kind of gives us the green light to not have to participate in anything.
That's true.
So, like, last weekend I had to take an allergy pill, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I was fucking high for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I had to take another one today. So Echo, not only is she old, but since it's like wintertime, she's like flaking. And so like I'm eating her. And my whole right side is swollen, like up to here, like it's swollen. So now I can't function. So I took like an allergy pill again today. And
is the high kicking in?
No, it doesn't. Like my throat's still sore, my tongue's still sore. And I took like a double dose and and I'm drinking fucking alcohol. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's helping, but it's not helping. I'm like, oh my God, like I've taken my puffer, my rescue inhaler.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's not going to like kick in until like 2 a.m. And then you're not going to hear from me until Sunday night, 9 p.m.
You're going to be too high to like focus.
Mm-hmm. Are you not wearing pants?
Oh no, they're like short shorts.
It's like YouTube exclusive. Jessica's meat curtains.
I'm on my period, so I need to be comfy. I'm like,
yeah, no pants helps. Those are the benefits of a podcast. What's something popular that I wish I didn't have to do is wear pants. Like that's something I'd rather not do.
Yeah, fair.
But society's like, you got to wear pants.
I wish I could never wear a bra again. That would be nice.
I don't wear one.
I started going out without bras.
Well, like in the winter, it's easy. Like I wear my winter coat, you can't tell. But like in the summer, I gotta like put the puppies away. And no,
you don't. No.
The only time I wear a bra is if I know I'm like doing lots of stairs or something that's gonna be moving around a lot because it like will hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if I'm just like laying somewhere or whatever, I go topless in my own backyard, whatever. But if I'm like just going to the park with the kids or whatever, I'll just like, you don't need to. It's not, as long as your boobs are covered, you're fine.
Fucking society. I go to Walmart, nothing except for when it's cold, you can tell. Like that's the only downfall, but nobody cares.
I have my perma hard nipples, so you just always.
Yeah, always. You're like, I'm ready to open anything.
Even when I'm wearing a bra sometimes. Like if it's not like I'm not wearing padded bras, I don't need it. So you just see the illusion of a nipple.
The illusion.
I can't do bras anymore. Every time I do, and if I wear it for too long, like I'll get a pinched nerve in between my shoulder and my neck. From like the weight of just holding my titties up. It's heavy.
Let them sag, man. Let them be free.
They do. That's why when I wear a bra, it's so heavy because I gotta lift those saggy titties up. It's bad.
Just let them be free. To keep your breasts perky, you gotta not wear a bra. That because it like the skin and muscles like strengthen when you're like holding them up all the time. They can't. They're just like, I'm gonna lose my muscle mass and like the elasticity kind of thing. It's just like, I don't have to work. So when you don't wear a bra, it prevents gravity from working faster.
Oh, okay. Well,
there you go. Some knowledge about the breastises.
I think it's a little too late for me, but like, yeah.
Future generations, don't wear bras.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I don't ever want implants, I don't think, but I wouldn't mind like a little lift. You know, I'm thinking maybe at least by my early 40s
or whatever it's called, where like they just like reshape, but they don't like insert. I don't need extra. I just need it reshaped.
It just moved around a little.
Yeah. Just reshape it, lift it, take off extra skin.
Lift. That's what it's called. It's just called the breast lift.
I just want a breast lift. You know, I want my nipples to be happy again. So I guess plastic surgery is something popular that I am willing to try.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting older where like going under is kind of scary. I was like, why can't they just do it like they do an epidural? Why can't you just numb the area and then just do it? Like, why can't I be awake?
I don't know.
I don't think they can numb that high without it like affecting your heart and lungs.
Oh, yeah. It's like they'll just tilt you, but because that's what it does is like the blood gravity in it. But a tummy tuck.
They probably could do a tummy. I mean, there was this one reality show where a bunch of people were on, and it was basically like ways people saved money in order to be able to get certain like procedures, and 90% of the time it was forgoing pain medication and stuff or doing procedures while awake, because then you didn't have to pay for the anesthesia and stuff, you know, which tended to be the most expensive part of the procedures. So there are places that will do it.
I don't think
pain meds would not.
Yeah, no, I could not get cut on and be like, yeah, cool.
Cool. So. It is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That's
I feel my blood coming out. That's awesome. No,
I want to go get Botox. Does anyone want to go get Botox?
I get right here, right? Here. Okay, I get severe migraines all the time, and I heard that it actually helps that. And I had that one month.
It's not here. You know where you're getting Botox? You're getting it behind your head at that lower part.
No, you're not them right in between the eyebrows. They inject you right there.
Not for migraines.
Yes, for migraines too.
I'm gonna check. I was told it was in the back of the nape of your neck.
I'm doing it for purely aesthetic reasons.
Looking at my mind palace.
Okay, you go in your mind palace. I'm just saying, like, I want to get one right here.
Well, pick a day.
Pick a day.
I'll book something, because damn.
Yeah, I know. I need it right here. I don't think I have really any other lines. I gotta figure out how to get rid of these like sunken eyes, though.
Oh,
so I'm still looking.
It scrambles the brain's ability to interpret other people's facial expressions.
That's prosopagnosia.
Wait, it's fucking
no? For what?
That's what happens in foreheads. But there was like a Botox influences the control of emotions in the brain.
Like, does it bring them
in your head?
Or, like,
what's going on here?
Yeah,
like, how is this?
I'm not reading that part. I'm just looking for, because my doctor back in the day is like, because I got lots of migraines, they're like, we'll just give you Botox in the back of your head.
I've never heard it in the back of the head.
I don't know much other than it stops wrinkles and you don't move your face. That's literally my limited knowledge on Botox.
Where you get your like crow's feet, and then there's like obviously in the forehead, and then there's your mouth lines. Of course, I don't need those.
So migraine treatment is you'll get several shots of Botox around your head and neck once every 12 weeks. You in your forehead, temples, and the back of your head and neck.
So you both were right.
Yeah, apparently it's all of them. Trigger points is what they call them.
But like you can get migraines here. You can get them at your temple. You can get them to the base of your skull.
Yeah, so I think it's just because mine were like, I guess where they were.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, you'll get this needle like this big. I'm like, oh my God, just give me the pills then. Like,
there's a drink. I didn't know this, that for migraines, they have this drink that you can take. Apparently, no. It's called Camellia. I don't know. I'll look it up. But no, it's white. it's an actual, like, you have to go to the pharmacy and get it. And apparently it tastes like ass, probably worse than Buckley's. And you take it, and apparently it's supposed to, like, help your brain. I don't know.
Like,
Just
make you
help
smarter?
it.
Just help
Like,
it.
I don't know.
Like,
Someone had it. Like, they took a picture of it, and they're just like, "This is for my headaches," and it was prescribed to them. And I was like, "My doctor won't fucking give me shit. He keeps saying it's my goddamn period. What the hell?"
even if it is your period, you should be getting pain relief.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, it's not my period. Okay, I've been having my period since I was 12 years old. My migraines have like gotten worse as of like the past 5 years."
But most
Like-
migraines are hormonal.
Yeah.
And you should be getting pain relief for that.
Well,
Like
yeah.
that women get way more migraines than men, but men still get them due to hormones. Like,
Yeah.
it's a hormonal thing. Your doctor's 100. It's not his fault. So
It's not even only my doctor. I don't really see my doctor. I see the nurse practitioner.
still,
So-
don't be in the medical profession. I fucking hate doctors. We say this every episode. I hate doctors.
The only thing I like about my doctor, though, is like when I request something, like I need a test or something, like I need blood work, I need whatever, I'll phone and I'll be like, "Can I get a requisition for this?" Instantly, it's like, yeah, you can. Like, and they'll give me the full like workup, and I'm like, sweet. I don't have to fight for that. That's like my only thing.
But, pain management and treatment management, that's what you have to fight for. The important
Sometimes,
stuff.
yeah.
I just love the myth that we've been told that men are like, stronger than women, and then women deal with pain chronically all the time. Like, every woman has dealt with pain at some point chronically for a long period of time because, if you get periods, if your hormone levels, like even if you don't have periods, you have ovaries, you still deal with the hormone levels. And men don't have to deal with that at all. I love watching like the period cramp simulators.
I want to get Dave one for Christmas.
And they do it on like the person's girlfriend, and they'll crank it up to 10. And she's like, "Oh yeah, this kind of feels like my period." And then they'll do it on the man, and at like number 3, he's like freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle has never ever I can't think of the word where you like brush off. There's another word for it. Like any of my pain. He's always like, "What can I do? Like, how can I do it?" Where, like, it's just always like, how can I support you? It's never like, "Oh, you're lying." It's never like,
David never says I'm lying.
Yeah.
David will be like, "Do I need to take you to the hospital?" Like, and I'll be like, "No."
I hate when
this
Chris
is
says that. Oh my god.
Well, no, okay. To be fair, though, I will deny going to the hospital as long as I possibly can, to the point that remember I had my gallbladder?
Yep.
Problem, I was literally laying in the bathroom holding my toilet, like to the side, and David's like, "I'm taking you to the hospital." I was like, no, I'm gonna be okay. I just need to be here. And he's like, "No." And he called his mom, and then I had to go. And sure enough, I needed surgery. But like,
emergency
if it was up to me, I would have still been on that fucking floor.
You would be dead. It would be a skeleton there.
Yeah. Like, so to be fair, when David's like concerned, it's probably because I'm so lack of concern that it freaks him out, because he's like, "I don't know," because apparently I'll take anything. I'm like, I'm good. This pain's nothing.
But yeah, it's a
He's like,
problem with women, right? Like, as Jessica was saying, it's like women go through so much when it's an emergency and it's something serious. We're like, Like,
well, that's women dying of heart attacks, right? A lot of women are dying of heart attacks because they don't recognize the symptoms, because it feels similar to like period pain to them and stuff like that, or like even gallbladder pain or stuff like that. Like, because it's normally a heart attack's not like right in your heart and blah blah. It's like other body parts, and you're like
in your back and stuff.
In women,
just a bit of indigestion,
holding my tits up too long,
taking a
nap.
It's because I was standing over a warm stove all day.
That's if you're a woman and you're listening, if you're having a lot of back pain, it's the number one indicator that you might be having a heart attack. If it's not normal pain, if it's sharp pains that come all of a sudden and you're short of breath and you're lightheaded, chances are, and you're able to like call for help, chances are you're at the beginning stages of a heart attack. So seek medical attention.
If you're not able to call for help, it might be early signs of a stroke. So also try to get
do not
medical
tell
attention.
them it's your period. If they ask you when was your last menstrual cycle, say fuck off.
Yes, fuck off. Like,
Like that, it's insane. It doesn't matter what you go for. They're like, when was your last cycle? You don't need to know. Like, that's not, my knee hurts. My tailbone hurts. My tailbone. We all know about my fucking tailbone. And it was just like, when was your last period? Like, the triage nurse, you're a woman. You know, not everything has to do with your fucking period. Like, take this off the list of questions you should be asking.
And just if it did have to do something with your period, like if it was something period related or just hormonal related, I wouldn't mind that question if they actually did. Okay, that means you're approximately in this phase, which means your hormone levels would be approximately here. Therefore, but they don't do that. They just go pregnant, not pregnant.
Yeah,
like, that's
has nothing to do with treatment. That's it, right? They're just like, oh, if you're pregnant, we can't do these tests. I was like, if I'm pregnant, you're still fucking doing these tests.
Yeah,
because you can. I've had tests done while I'm pregnant. Okay, like fucking do them. I don't care. The baby gets brain damage. She'll be like the rest of the kids. It's fine.
It's fine.
At least I'll make sure I'm okay. Like shit.
Yeah. No. I hate that question always. I've been teaching my children with uteri, whatever. I don't know the plural of uterus. That if this question comes up, refuse to answer it because that's not a question that needs to be answered unless you're going for a pregnancy test. Besides that, no reason.
No reason.
You can get X-rays. Like they're not as bad. Look, sure, they're not as bad as people. Like you're going for one X-ray. It's if you're fucking getting 100 a day kind of thing where you're gonna fry the brains of the embryos. It's just. Don't answer it.
Well, I think we learned that none of us are popular.
Yeah. If our podcast became popular, I'd still do it.
Yeah. I'd do it even harder.
Just do it hard.
Yeah. If it was popular.
Right now, we're just going to do it soft and like floppy because it's not popular.
A little flaccid, but we're there. We're trying our best.
Doing our best, man. We're cheering you on. Like, that's it.
It's a good thing we can use our mouths, you know?
That's right. We're doing the best. We're making sure you get yours.
Exactly. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, well, I want to thank once again our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst, for hanging in there. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We are adding so much new stuff in the upcoming year, including a new, like, just cheaper support tier. So check that out. Yeah. And January 12th will be our 100th episode live stream.
Woo! Come wearing your hundreds.
Yeah, that's the theme.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
You know how little kids do it at school? We're going to do it too.
Whatever that means.
Whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever little kids are doing, we're doing it too.
Yeah. So hundreds is the theme. So yeah, come check that out. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials. And apparently StreamYard also added Instagram Live.
Yeah, because it'll be a live. We're doing live that day. That's right. Yeah. I was like, it's gonna be a special live episode.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Woo.
Okay.
Is that a Friday?
It is.
That's good because I don't work the next day. Wait, what day is that?
No, it is a Friday. So we'll actually have an episode released that morning, and then we will record an episode that night.
Double the fun.
Yay!
Double McDonald's.
So thank you everyone for listening. And if you let us know what's popular.
Yeah.
No clue. I think smut, it might be popular. I see it everywhere.
It is.
Anything where someone's banging.
We love it. We like listening to it. We love reading it. We love watching it. I'm just saying.
It used to be behind a dark curtain at the convenience store.
Now it's like right everywhere. In your face.
Yeah.
It's slapping you. It's right there.
Black eyes.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Our sinful society. It's a sign of societal collapse.
That's right. It's because they took church away from schools.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
happened.
So,
Yeah.
so women were like, "Fuck this, we're gonna," like.
Well, it's because these women can have birth control now. Okay, it
Yeah.
allows
That's what
them
he
to
says,
be
birth control.
sluts.
Yeah, fucking slutty birth control takers. You hoes.
Yeah, fuck you, host. Bye.